Today's March 31st, Monday, last day of March. First thing I want to say is that I posted my March video just before I posted yesterday's video. But that'll be up in the corner. It's the ultimate guide of just being good at anything, succeeding at anything. Very simple, but not very easy. And I also included like a little Notion worksheet that you can use to just answer these questions to help you kind of decipher what you need to be doing. And today I learned that it kind of goes along with that, but I learned that a lot of knowledge, and not just knowledge, a lot of stuff, I guess, just comes from knowledge and from just thinking and understanding about your situation. So in terms of a growth perspective, like trying to improve on something, a lot of that just comes from like, okay, where are you at? Like really understanding yourself and understanding the situation. So from a growth perspective, a lot of it is understanding yourself. From a learning perspective and like a studying perspective, a lot of it just comes from understanding the situation, like actually thinking about and understanding, like, how is this thing working? Why is it important? All of those questions. Honestly, I think just like the main learning that I'm getting is just like ask questions. Like ask good questions. So ask like, why does this need to be here? What is its purpose? How does it work? And then like if you're like going back to like the growth side of things and understanding yourself, like what are you feeling? What has been working? What has not been working? I'm thinking about all this because I was watching a recording of a little workshop that Ali Abdaal did for like a spring kind of reset. And the entire workshop was just like asking questions like, what has been working in your work life? What has been working in your life, like personal life? What has not been working? What would you like? How have you been feeling energized? That kind of thing. Just asking good questions and trying to understand more about yourself, because if you can understand that, then it just makes understanding what you need to do a lot easier. Understanding like your priorities and what's important. I guess just like asking good questions is so important. And just asking questions, like if you're struggling with like some situation, like whatever, you're like maybe you're really sad about something, you're really stressed about something, just like get out a piece of paper, get out your notebook and just ask questions like, what, like objectively, what is this situation? How is it making me feel? Right? Is there a solution? Is it like a problem solution type situation, or is it just something that's happening that I have no control over? Do I have control over this thing? What do I have control over? Asking good questions like those is so important, and I think it's just so useful. And it's really just like, as through different experiences, through that workshop I watched and through different videos I've been watching, I've just been thinking like, I need to journal more. Like I need to ask these good questions more, because just spending time, like instead of sitting on the toilet and scrolling reels, sit on the toilet, open a note and just start writing like, what am I feeling? What can I control? Like those kinds of good questions. Like what are the inputs, outputs? Like why does this have to be this way? What is its purpose? No matter the situation, ask questions. If you're in a situation where you're anxious about something, ask questions. If you're in a situation where you don't understand something, you don't understand what's happening, or you don't understand the concept, ask questions. If you're trying to learn something, trying to learn a new skill, trying to learn a new topic, ask questions. Literally asking questions is like the solution to everything, kind of. That's kind of like why we should ask questions, because it literally just can give you a solution to everything. But also like you can ask these questions to different, like have different recipients to these questions. You could either be asking yourself, so like, what am I feeling, right? What is my situation? Asking questions for like to yourself, and you're answering the questions. The answers can also come from some kind of authoritative figure. So maybe if you don't understand a topic in school, just ask a question to your teacher and then they can help you with that, right? So they are answering the question. A lot of times the answer comes from just external resources. So like the Bible, right? Asking a question and then looking in the Bible for the solution, or if it's like a scientific concept, like Googling it, right? So there's 3 recipients, right? There's you're just conjuring up your own answer. I feel like the best kind of questions for you to answer are questions about yourself, right? Because you know yourself the most, right? So maybe something like, how do I feel about this situation? Am I happy about it? Am I sad about it? Am I confused? Whatever. Like, how do I feel? Maybe that's an example of that kind of question. Or the recipient, or not the recipient, the answer, like the person who's answering the question, maybe that is a teacher or like another person, whether they have authority or not. So like earlier I said, like, I don't understand this concept. Can you help me understand it? And they will help you understand that question. Or the last source of answers is like just some external source. So whether that's the Bible or like a scientific study or maybe Google, right? But the thing about that third resource is that you have to know, like, who are you trusting? Like, what are you like looking towards for truth? And you have to understand, like, not everything you see on the internet is true, right? So you have to discern like what is true. And for me, like, my ultimate source of truth is the Bible, and that's just so useful to have, right? It's just like a basis for truth. So you have to find, like, what is your basis for truth when you are grabbing external resources to answer your questions, right? So answering questions is everything. It can really help you solve lots of problems, and really just maybe not even solve problems, but just help you understand a situation so much better. So you just have so much more clarity on what you're stressed about, what you're confused about, or even like if you feel good about something. But I feel like mostly this applies to things that you are stressed about or confused about. You don't understand. You don't really know what's going on. You don't know what to do about a certain situation. You're stuck. You're in a rut. Things like that. Asking questions is so useful. So your action point is to just like ask good questions. If you are confused about something, ask questions to yourself, to others, to external resources. If you don't understand something, ask questions. But I think just like if you are trying to do something, if there's like a problem solution, then definitely ask questions. If you are trying to take action on something, ask questions. Or maybe you don't have clarity on a certain situation, ask questions. Really, asking questions gives you clarity. Asking questions provides clarity for any situation. So that's what I learned today. If you found this video helpful, then I would love a like or a comment. I'm trying to work on making the Discord server, so let me know like what you want to see in a Discord server, because I'm kind of unsure about how to set it up. So let me know what you would want to see in my Discord server, because I'm trying to get that set up. Trying to just like, I'm honestly like, if you haven't seen one of my videos before, then basically I'm posting every single day talking about what I learned that day and how I'm trying to apply it to my life and how you guys can apply it to yours. So if you want to see that kind of thing, then definitely subscribe. I'm trying to make these videos better because I've kind of fallen down into the quality because I'm just getting overwhelmed with the rest of life. So, and to be clear, this is not my number one priority. Like, this is kind of a side thing that I'm doing, but I still really want to grow the community and I still really want to do cool stuff. So I'm working on that right now. Hopefully April will be a good month for that. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed yet, then please consider subscribing so I can get to 2,000 subs. Yeah, just trying to provide good, valuable content for you guys that's helpful, and trying to build a wholesome community of people who are just trying to get better at life. So that's my goal here. My goal is also to glorify God, and I want to make sure that is a bigger part than what it is now for my videos. So thank you so much for watching. This is the video that I posted yesterday where I talked about not like practicing when you preach kind of thing and trying to use that instead of just talking the talk. So that's in that corner. You can subscribe in that corner. I'll have the ultimate guide video linked down below in the description. If you subscribe, I will see you in tomorrow's video.